All along, you're fighting this and you think, okay, I'm gonna fight it with everything I have. You have the hope, but then more power and more energy to kind of keep going and see where it can take you. I'm Patti Jacobs, and I grew up locally here in Maryland. I'm married. I have a daughter who's 22. I have my golden retriever, and then we have my father-in-law's dog that we've had now for about 2 years. I love my dogs. It was back about September, August 2014, and my left arm started to hurt a little bit. I was thinking, tennis elbow, even though I don't play tennis, or was my keyboard too far away from me? And finally, one of my coworkers said, you need to go get somebody to look at that. And went to a sports orthopedic guy, and he did an x-ray, and he said, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's just a really big tumor in that bone, and I think it's cancer. And turns out it was, stage 4 kidney cancer, and it had metastasized to my left arm. That's kind of how it all started. I can actually remember the drive home after he gave me the news, and I remember calling my husband saying, I think I have cancer. Both of us were just incredibly floored, and nobody in my family has had cancer, before then, and it was just completely out of the blue. Did the traditional routes of radiation and immunotherapy, and did drug trials, and the traditional isn't working the way I need it to. Let's try something completely different. About 6 months after I had gotten diagnosed, my sister was going to Believe Big's annual dinner and invited me along, me and my husband, and we went, and they had this really great speaker. So I had heard about mistletoe at that time, but I was still going the traditional route of the immunotherapy and radiation, and there aren't that many drugs for kidney cancer, and finally did one that was an experimental drug and gave me a heart attack, and I said, okay, we're done. And that's when I circled back around to mistletoe. So I got in touch with one of the patient advocates at Believe Big, and she was fantastic. She gave me a website and all this information to find out more about it. So went out to Colorado for a few weeks, and I did the mistletoe infusion therapy and did acupuncture and did the oncology nutrition. I was able to do that with the Believe Big grant. If I hadn't gone on mistletoe, I would honestly be dead. I'm back on that immunotherapy, and I'm doing that in conjunction with mistletoe. And both my oncologists agree that it's that combination that is keeping my tumors stable. It's enabled me to, go back and live my life the way I used to. I feel so much better, I look better, it had gotten pretty bad, and I would definitely not be here. Mistletoe is an option, and look into mistletoe and contact Believe Big. I can't honestly emphasize that enough, how much a huge help that they are. And that's all that they're there for, is to help people find out about mistletoe and provide resources and information for them. I think Believe Big gives people hope, that they're not at the end of their journey, that there's something else that is out there that could help them. And that's just incredible, giving people that hope that there's something else that they can try.